Now, we have seen in our previous videos how Copilot for Microsoft 365 can be used to create formulas for you. It can also be used to analyze data. And finally, it can be used to do a variety of other different things like create sample data for you, create pivot tables for you, write custom cell number styles, explain formulas, and so on and so forth. However, there are certain use cases that where you want to use macros, especially where you are doing very complex tasks that go through multiple different cells that can't really be captured in a series of steps because you want it to be repeatable or in formulas, and that's where macros come in. Now, the first thing that we need to do is we need to enable macros in Excel. Now, let's assume you do not know how to do that. Well, you can go ahead and ask Copilot for Microsoft 365 to help you out on that as well. So let's just go ahead and create our prompt over here. So the first thing that I'm going to ask is, how do I enable macros in Excel? Please provide me a series of steps. So basically, I do not have to go to Google all the time. While I'm working within my Copilot environment, I can ask anything that I want that can be brought up by Copilot from the web as well, right? So click on send. All right, so within few seconds, we have our detailed steps on how to enable macros. So the first step is open Excel and navigate to File tab. So our Excel is open here. Let's click on File and let's go to Options. And in Excel Options dialog, select the Trust Center. So let's go to Trust Center and then click on Trust Center Settings. So let's just click on that and then go to Macro Settings. So let's go to Macro Settings and choose the macro settings you prefer. So for example, over here, we have selected enable VBA macros. So it's already enabled in our case. So let's just click on OK, right? And we have our macros enabled within our Excel file. Now, I want to be able to write macros in VBA as well, right? So how do I do that? So, well, I can ask that question as well. So I want to be able to write macros in VBA as well. So give me the detailed instructions. All right, so I have my detailed steps over here. However, in Excel, it asks me to navigate to the developer tab. Now, as you can see, the developer tab over here is enabled in my case, but in mostly when you open Excel for the first time, the developer tab is not enabled. So what you can do is, if it's not enabled in your case, you can even ask that as well to the Copilot. How do I get access to developer tab? Well, I know these steps, but basically I would just want to show, like, for each and everything, you can even ask Copilot what you want to achieve or do in Excel. So basically, you have these detailed files. You can go to your file, you can go to options, and within options, you can go to customize ribbon. And within customize ribbon, you will find the developer option over here, which you have to enable and then click on OK. And once you do that, your developer tab will be available here. Right? Within the developer tab, you have these options called Visual Basic and Macros, and you can click on that to go into the VBA application. Right? Now, in our upcoming videos, we'll see an example on how to create and use the macros using Copilot for Microsoft 365. So stay tuned and keep watching 365 Pros. Bye for now.